Jr. and somewhere in a half-empty Union Hall in a cold state is Dick Cheney's creepy little daughter campaigning to Congress. Everything trained as far as I'm concerned. I never thought I would live to see the day when Bobby Kennedy would be one of those beloved figures in a room full of Republicans, and Mr. Burns from The Simpsons and his criminal daughter would be Democrats. It's just absolutely beautiful. And so here's my perspective. I think Donald Trump's going to win. That's why I'm here. I'm not here because he's going to win. I'm here because I'm so thrilled by what I've watched over the past 9 years. This is the end of a redemption. I've really never seen anybody treated like Donald Trump was treated. Anybody. Attack him. I watched this all up close. Defame him. Indict him. Arrest him. Let him get shot in the face.
Can you
And
believe
he's going to win anyway. The phrase triumph of the human spirit has been turned into cliche by the people who write movie posters, but it doesn't make it any less real. Donald Trump's victory will be a triumph of the human spirit. It will be a triumph of Americans over the machine that's oppressed them. It will be a middle finger wagging in the face of the worst people in the English-speaking world. They will be a victory the size of which I never thought I would live to see. And it's essential. It is so important that happens for a couple of reasons, and here's what they are. The first is to dissolve for all time for the world to see the primary lie about Donald Trump.
it's a gift?
Which is that only freaks and misfits like him. That's a lie. And they've been telling that lie since the second he came down that escalator 9 years ago. If you like that, there's something wrong with you. You're the only person you know who likes that. You're a freak. Be ashamed. Do not talk about Donald Trump. Like to wear his dangerous little red hat. And if you're in the media, how dare you speak to him? And that was a lie from day one. It was a big lie. It was January 6th is an insurrection. What? It's the kind of lie that they tell relentlessly. They punish anyone who contradicts the lie because it is so preposterous it can only be upheld through force. And in the last 3 months, we have seen that lie dissolve like the Wicked Witch in the West under the fucking wall. It's just a beautiful thing that gets very smart. This is a ring for the people who love their country enough to obey its laws. Who sincerely believe in its founding precepts, who pay their taxes, who go to work. The infiltrating percentage of Americans who work a 40-hour week, who expect nothing from the system, and who have given their lives to the system, who were born in this country and planned to die here. And that the most is in this nation. And they're also the biggest part in this nation. They're not some weird subculture of America. They're America itself. People are the freaks and the misfits.
Yeah, set aside.
A tiny, bizarre feeling of cause. Who control the rest of us through fear and aggression. And that has ended. And it has ended thanks to the road stand that a couple of individuals have taken, first among them Elon Musk. When you say the First Amendment to the Constitution, which let me remind you is not just a feature of America, it's the basis of America. It's the First Amendment for a reason. It's what separates the free from the enslaved. Slaves are not allowed to say what they think. Free men have a God-given right to do so and win. And this is the only country in which that is guaranteed. And without Elon Musk, it wouldn't be because he stands alone as the owner of a media platform that is still open. There's only one, and it's his. And then for him to come, and by the way, just for the record, you've taken $9 from Elon Musk, okay? It's not a paid advertisement, it's just an observation. And this is heartfelt gratitude. And when you see the richest man on planet Earth stand up there in a t-shirt and start jumping around on stage, he's also the biggest federal contractor. People say oh, he's got FU money. No, it's just the opposite. There is no such thing as FU money. The more money you have, the more invested you want. There's only FU poverty, is the truth. And Elon Musk has more to lose than any living American by taking the position that he did, and he did it anyway. And so, what's the message? If the person who has created the most, not just piles of cash, he's not Larry Fink, he's not worshiping money like our finance clients. He's building it. And if that guy is for Donald Trump, and not only not ashamed, but he's jumping around in a t-shirt, I can see his belly button, he's so excited. Then maybe I'm not alone. Maybe I'm not free. Virtually no viewers. But you know, which almost every single person has a personal life so grotesquely weird. If you knew the details, you'd call for their arrest. That's just true. And it's sort of the happiest people in this nation are defining the trunks of the conversation. I don't think so. They want to go on January 6th insurrection for 3 years by repeating it and by attacking anyone who disagreed. But it's an illusion. It's the Wizard of Oz. And once you pull back the curtain, the only thing back there is Joe Strawberry. You're like, wait a second. I'm taking notice from this guy. He's a freak. I'm a normal person. And that realization has settled on this country. On the whole country. And you feel it. People are not afraid anymore. At all. I feel like she feels like it's speaking its own around me. My kids. You know. It's not learning from the Lord. I'm learning this. No. Trust me, that's embarrassing. It has limits. The story that the country tells itself about reality has limits. None of the normal people are supporting the Democratic machine. Tim Walz is supporting the Democratic machine. You're never allowed to babysit your own children. It's the party of weirdos, of envy, of hate, of resentment, of bitterness, of weakness, of a total lack of creativity. It's a party of conformity. It's a party of the machine, where it doesn't matter who the candidate is because individuals are immaterial. All that matters is the collective. That's the Soviet party. And opposing them is the rest of the country. Slowly waking up to the fact that these people have no moral authority whatsoever. They have no legitimacy in a democracy where the government is ruled by the consent of the government. They have no consent. And the way that they've treated this country over the past 4 years is the most shocking thing I've ever seen in 55 years. Well, millions of people, mostly young men with no skills and no English, into our country illegally, and then fly them around at no expense and give them phones and put them on welfare programs that no American citizen can get. It is the most insulting. That's the biggest crime in the history of the United States of America. It's incredible. It's incredible. Incredible ball for the people who did that to stand up there on the stage and give you a lecture. It's too much. And so that's the second important thing about this election. Okay? The first is every person in this room needs to understand you are not in a despised minority. You are in an incredibly gentle and tolerant majority. So, but the memory of their ancestors died from the country. They tore to their memory. People never built anything in their lives. They don't know how to age and humiliate you and spit on you and degrade your ancestors. And that's not an exaggeration, they did that. And this country is so nice, it's so polite, it's so thoughtful and empathetic and sweet. It's the kind of country that loves dogs and gives direct.
No.
And we talked about it for 4 years.
Yeah,
But we can't have my own.
I didn't know. Can I just finish this now?
Right. That we can't put up with it for 1 more minute is because it's just not justice.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's not justice. It's unfair. You cannot reward the most parasitic, useless, violent, nasty, aggressive people in your country. You can't make that religious. You can't. It's a problem. And in fair country, the people who work the hardest, who have the highest level of talent, who are the most creative, the most decent to their neighbors, who give the biggest tips to waitresses, those people should be successful. Those people should be reviewed. You should be very free. People here should never try. When Kamala Harris couldn't change the tire on your truck, much less drive it, it's skateboarding at the top of the pyramid. And it looks to be fair to that years ago. It's something, it's too much. I can't allow it.
Can't allow it.
It's against the tree, against reality, and against justice itself. And the second way you can play it, tell about it, is very familiar to anyone who has children. Which is, if you allow it, you will encourage more of it. If you allow people to get away with things that are completely over the top and outrageous, if you allow your 2-year-old to smear the contents of his diapers on the wall of your living room, and you do nothing about it, if you allow your 14-year-old to lay the joint at the breakfast table,
Right.
if you allow your hormone-out 15-year-old daughter to like slam the door of her bedroom and give you the finger, you're going to get more of it. It's going to want to believe. It's not good for you. It's not good for them. No.
Right.
Be a point at it. That comes from. Because there's this one that they live in this house. But he's very disappointed in their behavior. And he's going to have to let them know. He's going to have to get to your room right now and think about what you did. And when Dad gets home, you know what he says? You've been a bad girl. You've been a bad girl and you're getting a vigorous spanking right now. It's not going to over there hurts you. I'm not going to let you. It's going to hurt you a lot more than it hurts me. You are doing this. You're getting a vigorous spanking because you've been a bad girl. And it has to be this way. It has to be this way because it's true. And you're only going to get better when you take responsibility for what you did. It's not set in the spirit of hate. It's not set in the spirit of vengeance or bigotry. Far from it. It's set in the spirit of justice. It's the purest and best thing there is. And without it, things fall apart. The Democratic Party machine, and notice I'm not beating up on Kamala Harris, who's just a hapless victim who happened to be there in the right colors. Tim Walz, they needed some, whatever Tim Walz is. And you know, Because it is the party of wicked and unhappy women.
Wow.
There you find wicked men who will inevitably find unhappy women. Sorry. And they make them on purpose. They weaken the men to drive the women insane to have those consistent voting blocks ever in the history of politics. Unhappy women made unhappy by weak men. But it could be anybody. It could be anybody. Kamala Harris is just standing. She's a cardboard cutout. I mean, you know, she has this whole guy right now attacking her for humanity. But there's nothing there. It doesn't matter. If it wasn't Kamala Harris, it would be, I don't know, Pete Buttigieg or whatever these people. That doesn't matter. They're the cutouts. They work for the machine. They're totally dispensable. They're replaceable. And they need to have limits set for them. And so on election day, let's sincerely believe Donald Trump's going to win. And if I thought he was going to win, I would. I would. In fact, I would have been hurt earlier if I thought he was going to lose, just to make the point. And I mean, I don't want people who jump on the winning train. Okay. I think Donald Trump's going to win. I think that the vibe shift has been so profound. I mean, the numbers suggest he's going to win. He said, had all something about red states. But what's more important, and they're really voting supposed to be favoring him. But more important even than the conventional political markers is what you smell around you. And it's the return of freedom. It's the return of the country grouping. Where you can say things like, I like that guy, and maybe like the other person. That's fine. That was not allowed for 9 years. And it's allowed now. And I think, and it's because of what they did, but they deserve this. But I think the vibe is so strong right now, I don't think you can get away with pretending something else happened. I don't think you can have another 2020. But it's not. From you, they prevented you from knowing about their candidate and then claim victory. Or 37 billion votes were the claim you got. That's rigging the election. Period. If the government prevents people from knowing critical information about a candidate, they have rigged the election. And they did it. Period. Oh, you're not allowed to say that. No, it's because it's 100% true. And every person right here that knows it's the people who did it. I don't think they can do that again. I don't. And I don't think, no matter what they told me 2 weeks ago, 13 days ago, I don't think they can get away with standing up and being like on MSNBC. No, actually, Kamala Harris is really popular, it turns out. Nobody's never had a job that can't even pronounce her own first name consistently. That's a false problem. Someone like Montreal, Canada is lecturing me about America. Okay. I don't think they can do that. Because I don't think people are going to sit back and take it. I don't. It's going to be. That's the point at which you say, I'm sorry. I put up with this crap for a long time. I indulge your little fantasy. It's like when your teenage girl becomes a vegetarian and you're like, okay, I'm going to no, it's totally understand. Like, it's face. But if that phase goes on for 9 years and includes destroying your major cities and allowing your country to be invaded by millions of foreigners with identities you don't know, and his purpose in this country is unclear, by the way, why should we feel threatened by that? If they go out of their way to crush families, to make it impossible for your kids to buy a house, getting involved in the sex lives of your children, which they are, if they do all of that, they need children. And at the end of the day, when they tell you they're wrong, no. You can look them straight in the face and say, I'm sorry, Dad's home.